Hello everybody, it's Joe here, and welcome to the first live stream of 2025. And tonight, it is the Equal Car Championship from Jeddah, round 4 of 18. Now, before we begin, I just want to say all information about upcoming streams as well as all my YouTube content can be found on my Facebook page. So if you want more info about the channel, about me, etc., Joe H2OYT on Facebook. I will start posting links in the description. And every week I will be posting what days I'll be going live, as well as times. And once I know what content I'll be uploading and going live on, I will make sure that I post on there what content I will be live streaming. So example, this week I'll be live streaming on this coming week, I should say, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And what I'll be streaming and times will be announced on there. So again, Joe H2OYT on Facebook for more information. Also, I just want to say, as this is the first live stream of the new year, Happy New Year, everybody! I know it's a bit late, but better late than never, right? So we got 17 laps of a sprint race to do at Jeddah. Let's go!
Forget pit stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. So let's take a look at the topographical map. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Stroll, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Ocon, Sargent, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, Joe, Bottas, Kobayashi, Hulkenberg, and the owner-driver rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will...
Oh, good lord, I'm starting in last. This is going to be difficult.
Starting from here, but just focus on putting that and some other cars behind you. Good luck.
Okay, so this is going to be a challenge as we're starting from last, but I'm going in with confidence, you know. At the end of the day, going to see what we can do. It's just a sprint race, so it's not all that deep if it goes wrong. Obviously, I'm more worried about the feature race. Kobayashi is my old livery. It hasn't updated Kobayashi's livery, so I've got the updated livery that I've been running since Imola. And Kobayashi has not. Oh, that's funny to me. That's quite funny. So, but anyway, we're still in last. I'm taking this carefully. You know, I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. But at the same time, yes, I know this is the sprint race, but we're just going to take it easy. We do have 17 laps ahead, and just see where we can end up. There's a lot of driving to do here. That was bowled up the inside of Hulkenberg. There was no way that was going to work. That was a bit too adventurous. I'm just taking this easy. So we're coming up already to the end of Sector 2 here. We haven't made up any positions from the start, but I've saved my overtake, and I don't think most of these drivers have preserved theirs quite as well. I'm actually falling back from everyone here, you know. This is quite depressing. So we haven't really had a strong first lap, and where I took it easy in the first sector, that's really cost me. Norris then leading the way. Verstappen still leading this championship.
Now use DRS.
And really we could have done with gaining a couple of points on him here, but I'm not really going to gain anything in the sprint race. There's no point in being a hero now. I may as well just bide my time in the sprint. Get a feel for the car. I did do some practice laps, but obviously in those laps you don't have a race distance worth of fuel in. So I've had to kind of improvise and just do some practice laps with like 12 laps. This time I've got 17, and you do feel every lap's worth of fuel you have, you do feel the difference. So we're chasing down Valtteri Bottas for P20. And I really dislike that corner. I don't tend to get that corner right, so in fact I've got Hulkenberg sniffing up my chuff. I want to shut that down as quick as possible. This is such a difficult this is such a difficult circuit because the walls beckon at every port and call. Here's Hulkenberg having a look down the outside. He's not getting through there. Norris sets the fastest lap of the race. It's a 1:33. I don't think we're going to be quite there. We're about a second a lap slower. But that's because of the traffic we're in. And this is going to be a difficult race to move forward. This isn't going to be like Imola, where moving forwards is going to be relatively easy. Because the opportunities to overtake Crown Jeddah are quite few and far between. And I nearly smashed into Bottas. And in fact, I've lost quite a bit of time now as Hulkenberg whacks into the side of me. Cheers, Nico. You've messed up my underbody now. It's always me and Hulkenberg coming together, isn't it? It was like this in Imola and it's happened again. It's always Hulkenberg. He's always whacking into me in some way. And now I don't actually have DRS, so I'm going to be under threat from him again. And I tell you what, this pace we have where we're not really keeping up to the guys in front, this is worrying slightly. Especially now Hulkenberg, he's going to have DRS and he's going to make a meal out of me here. There he goes, straight through, up into P21 again. But our lack of pace here is actually quite worrying. Hello Alexis, thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, we're now going to have a go at Hulkenberg down the inside. He's going to cover me off. I'm going to brake late. I'm somehow still on the circuit. And that is the move done. Although Hulkenberg's coming back at me here. I mean, you can try the inside there, Sonny, but I'm just going to cut that straight off. I was actually looking for a way to turn down the ERS and maybe go easy on the deployment for half a lap or so, but then Hulkenberg decided to do Hulkenberg things. Or should I say Hulkenbitch decided to do Hulkenbitch things. This is an official rivalry now. Joe and Hulkenberg. This is it. The official Equal Car Championship rivalry. As I give them all a nice little kiss.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
No, it's only orange. Nothing too serious at all. Also, this lack, if anything's serious, it's this lack of pace. Like, we really just don't seem to have the overall pace. You're sorry that you killed me in electrical. It's cool. It's cool. That was a whole different year, buddy. Right, Hulkenberg's got back past me, but I know what I'm going to do here. This is my signature thing in Jeddah. And unfortunately, I feel like I'm stuck battling Hulkenberg now. I really did want to move forwards, but at the moment, we're just stuck having this little battle. Hulkenberg's gone to the inside. We're just going to sweep round. And I'm having none of this. Up another position. Up. Back into P21 again. I don't want to be having this fight all race, but I feel like I kind of almost feel resigned to it now. That this is the fight that we're in at the moment. Oh. Okay, that's track extending, but I kissed the barrier again.
Back to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds.
And I tell you what, I just can't get clear of Hulkenberg. I cannot shake him. We got Bottas and Kobayashi ahead, but I cannot shake Hulkenberg. And like I said, this is really worrying me for our pace going into the main Grand Prix. Hey Tashibu, how you doing? Thank you for joining. This is going to be a difficult race to read the comments, so I think I will. I'm going to have to sporadically read the chat, but I'm not always going to be available for it. And just look, the guys in front of us are easily pulling clear now. This is my fight in this race for P21. We're not going to be able to move forwards because we just simply don't have the pace. I hope it's not like this in the main race.
Right, the gap to the
I'm okay,
team
glad
ahead
to
of
see you
us,
streaming. Yep.
2.7 seconds.
Better late than never, right? Down the inside of Hulkenberg we go. Speaking of late, that was a late move, a late lunge, and I just licked the stamp and I sent it. And that package will be sent special delivery up the inside of Hulkenberg. I do want to try and move forwards, but the problem is I cannot catch up to these guys. I can't get Hulkenberg out of my DRS either. If I had the DRS of the guys in front, I might be a bit more protected from behind, but I just can't quite get up to them. And there's quite a batch of cars that are now scrapping in this lot. But the problem is it's all one massive DRS train that has formed now. I do feel like this has been a better lap though, but Hulkenberg is still just lurking there.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by.
But I do feel like this has been a stronger lap, and I'm hoping Hulkenberg is just going to have a little bit of a harder time getting past me this time. And in fact he does. Hulkenberg not actually able to get it done this time. Someone's had a lock-up and a moment there, and we're actually starting to get closer to those in front. But the thing is now, Hulkenberg has got DRS down this straight. The one thing I don't want to do is give a position away to Hulkenberg when we've got a chance to catch up here and bring ourselves back onto the rear of the pack in front. Which is exactly what we've done here. So this has been... I'm quite happy with this now because we're back to where we were, give or take a couple of laps ago. And I'm hoping now that we can start hassling some of these a bit and moving forwards. Norris is already long gone. He's really checked out. I think someone's potentially holding this lot up. I think someone might have just a little bit of damage or a bit of an issue, and it's slowing the pack up because they're just bunching at random points. That's what they're doing. They're bunching. And actually, if I could just preserve here, a little bit of overtake. I do regret doing that, but we've got DRS to protect us this lap, so hopefully, again, Hulkenberg will have a tougher time getting past. Is anybody going to lock up this time here? No, but look how close we get to Bottas. Sainz now sets the fastest lap of the race. I wonder, is there a look on any of these imminently? I don't think so. We're 8 laps into the sprint race already, and this has been quite a difficult one. I feel like the main event, we're going to have to do it on strategy. I think for the main event, our best course is try and work a strategy where we can move forwards. I know the tyre wear around here is quite intense, so Again, just as and where possible. Hulkenberg is still really lurking up my arse, but he's not getting past. No way. Oh, I tell you what, we've set ourselves up quite nicely here. If we break a bit later, maybe one or two of these guys are takeable. There's definitely a little scrap going on ahead. I can see what I think is Magnussen and someone else going wheel to wheel. Magnussen and Sargent. Hulkenberg had a little look there, but he's not getting past. They're all kind of bunching up here. Bottas having a look. I don't know what to do for the best, so I just keep backing out. We've got to go around the outside of Bottas here, though, and there's Sargent and Kobayashi going wheel to wheel. We're now side by side with Bottas, but I'm going to have to brake early so I don't go into oh, that's what I've done, though. And that is my front wing damaged. Oh, you see, that's what I was trying to avoid. That's what I was trying to avoid. Obviously, we haven't avoided that. And, yeah. We're going to have to do this one on strategy, I think, because there's just no way I can... Oh, God, that's another hit with a wall there. This is going to be so difficult to move forwards on track alone. As the wall again. It's going to be so difficult to move forwards on track. This is going to be a strategic race. And unfortunately, that's the thing with Jeddah. This one bites, and it's already bitten me. And I was trying to be careful there, but it wasn't careful enough, so... it is what it is. I do wish we had a safety car for that, though. Unfortunately, we've got no safety car coming out for us. We're going to take on a fresh set of softs, though, and just see what we can do lap time wise.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
So yeah, this is going to be fully a strategy race, rather than us going wheel to wheel at all points. There was some quite good battling with Hulkenberg early on. There's so much more traction with these tyres, it's unreal. One thing I am going to do though is, yeah, save up. Oh, that'll be why I've turned down overtake, and we're just going to preserve that and go for a hot lap next time round. So because I'm on 100% now, I'm quite happy to go medium and set up a hot lap and just see what kind of pace on fresh soft tyres we're playing with. Here we go then, starting a flying lap. Braking as late as we dare for turn one. The grip will be there because we're on fresh softs. For those who are just joining and wondering why I'm on fresh softs, it's because I was trying an overtake on one car and I hit another, and I've actually gone hideously wide there. I tell you, this track, one slightly wrong part of line, it bites you, and it bites you hard. And our pace just doesn't seem fantastic either, so it's going to be a difficult 50 laps when we go into the main Grand Prix. I'm hoping that we can secure a somewhat decent result. I'm not going to put all my eggs into the basket of us getting it though. I'm just going to be low-key hopeful. Not long left in this sprint race now, just 6 laps. Zhou's having an intense battle with someone. Kobayashi's moving forwards quite nicely as well. So the fastest lap was somewhat in the 33s. We've just done a 32, which I'm not too disheartened by. I think that's genuinely decent pace, but I don't know where that's going to put us for the race. I'm going to keep going in the hope that we get a safety car. Although even then, like, how far realistically can I make my way forwards? It'll be about 3 or 4 places maybe, so and we just had a purple first sector, so we're still flying. I tell you what, I think Bottas may have damaged his wing on us, so he's still catchable. I just don't think the pack in front are. Need to stop kissing that wall. It's not the first time in this season that a sprint race has gone absolutely to hell. I believe Spa, we had the same thing as well.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 0.9 seconds.
I believe Imola is the only sprint race that so far in this 2024 Equal Car Championship that we've actually brought home any kind of points in. I just hope that the circuit after this is one a bit nicer to me. I tell you what, this circuit feels really long when you're driving it by yourself. When there's no one in front of you that you're catching. This circuit does feel quite long. We are catching Bottas, and I do wonder, are we going to be able to fully catch him by the end of the race? So there's a point of interest. He's going very slowly. Just looking at the rate we're taking out of him, it could be doable. Oh, Norris is out! Wow, okay. That's a late dramatic development. He was leading. Oh, damn. Did not anticipate that coming. Unlucky Lando. We're racing in Jeddah tonight. His car's not right. Poor Lando. His engine blew away again. I'm up a place. Poor Lando. He didn't think that he could lose. But do not forget the race he bottled in Russia when it was wet. Poor Lando. If he had to do that race again, he'd box for wet. Poor Lando. Wow. Look at me being all theatrical here. I'm definitely going to catch Bottas if I keep running the pace I'm at as well. Catching about 3 seconds a lap, which is what we need to theoretically catch up to him. So I carry on at this pace. Not only are we going to catch him, we're going to be through. So there is still a place up for grabs here. Although you don't get anything for finishing in the top 20. Yeah, okay, I know that was corner cutting. Shut up. I'm pushing. No, it's poor Lando, not for Lando. I can make a song for Fernando though, if you give me a minute. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? You're getting on a bit, so it might be difficult. Still racing at an old age, Fernando. The Aston Martin's a pile of shite, but still he drives. And he hopes and hopes that one day he will get his 3rd title. I don't know why he bothers still. It's not happening, Fernando. But the wily old fox won't give up. He still believes, Fernando. And he doesn't think that he will lose. He'll get his 3rd. The Delulu is pretty strong. It's time to stop Fernando. Oh. I'm so sorry, Tash. I'm so sorry. For context purposes, Tash, my fiance, she is Fernando fan. Although she's going to start rooting for Kimi Antonelli in the new year, which is awkward because I think he's going to be dropped mid-season. But hey, you'll see more of that in my predictions video, which is coming soon.
And gap to the car in front, 3.5 seconds.
Can you hear me coming, Valtteri? I'm just 3 seconds and I'm catching you right up. I'm right here, Bottas. And I'm gonna catch you and overtake. No matter how hard you push, I am coming for you.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
I'm trying to catch you up tonight. Just give it up, oh Valtteri. James is in your rear. Invert the cars, please, Valtteri. And you're gonna be lost anyway, driving that pile of shite. So if you could let me please pass by, I will be grateful, oh Valtteri. None of that rhymed. That was probably dog shit. Right, it's the final lap here in Jeddah. I've entertained myself in the last few laps by making derogatory songs about drivers, and now I'm right up the chuff of Valtteri Bottas on this final lap. Can I give you some last lap action here at Jeddah? I believe so. Sergio Perez has won, something that he won't be doing anymore because Red Bull have sacked him. But this is it, this is P20. Oh, I think we can have him. Open that DRS. This is going to just be a dirty dive bomb here. Oh, we did it. Get in there. Last corner. And it wasn't even dirty either. It was kept clean. That is how you do it. Yeah, P20. Well done. Great race. Yeah, this one's for the fans. I see you out there.
So that wraps up the sprint
So
race,
there you
but
have
there's
it.
still
That's
more
the
action
result
yet
of the
to come
sprint
this
race.
weekend.
Sergio
We've got
Perez
qualifying
wins.
and, of
Carlos
course, the
Sainz is
Grand Prix.
second. Oscar Piastri's third. Then it's Verstappen, Russell, Leclerc, Alonso and Hamilton 7th and 8th. Right, let's move forwards. I mean, that's not a great result, P20, is it? Okay. Whew. Let's do it.
Welcome from the Jeddah Street Circuit for what we hope is going to be a gripping spectacle of racing. It's time to get underway as we join the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Stroll, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Ocon, Sargent, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, Joe, Bottas, Kobayashi, Hulkenberg, and the owner-driver rounds off.
It's mad to think that nearly a third of this grid on this game won't even be on the grid next year. That's mental. Anyway, we got 50 laps ahead of us. What's the strategy here? Medium, medium, soft. I think we can make that work. But I will consider pitting early and trying to get a bit of an undercut here, because I'm going to get stuck behind traffic and I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. Okay, 50 laps of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, starting last. Here's hoping we can finish ahead of where we finished in the sprint. We are underway here. It's an okay-ish start. Look at Bottas coming over to defend. I really thought I was going straight into that Haas then, and I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible. And the only car we've actually got past in the end is our teammate. I'm backing out because it's single file through here, and I don't want to have an accident. We have gained a position though. So, not a bad start, that actually. Oh my god. They're all going so slow round here. I'm actually having to be careful I don't hit anyone. Bottas is going deep. We might have to have a little look round the outside here. Oh, that's a little too deep. Bottas. No looks there. What is he doing? Where are you going, Valtteri? No one seems to know where they're going at this stage. It's all just random sporadic lines. But we've stayed out of trouble. However, both our cars are the two back cars. So we're last, 21st and 22nd. And I would like to get ahead of that. So let's get ourselves forward a bit, because I'm not particularly close to the cars in front. This is going to be a long, difficult race. Whoa, someone's locked up. And you know what? I'm going to use that opportunity to go round the outside of Bottas. I didn't see who locked up. I just know somebody did. Oh, look! It's our friend Hulkenberg. On which side are you going, Nico? Just pick a side and stick to one. Because I'm going for this side and I'm going round the outside. So already up into 19th. higher than we've been all through this entire race meeting. We haven't actually been up in P19 yet, so already we're winning by being upper place. My God, this car feels horrible with 50 laps worth of fuel in it though. Oh, it's horrible.
Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead.
Watch out for understeer in the car ahead. Yeah, I'm watching out for understeer because of how much fuel I've got on board. Bloody hell, this thing feels heavy. But one thing I don't want to do is fall into the trap of having Hulkenberg overtake, so I'm just going to use a little overtake myself just to stop that from happening. And I actually don't think we're in too bad a position at this stage. Like, obviously we're still right at the back, but there's no need to take too many risks. Ooh, someone's locked up there. Look how early they're braking for here. It's honestly, I know that I'm losing an absolute load of time to everyone in the points, but I just can't, you know, there's no sense in having a silly attack and then losing out. I've just got to follow these guys for a while. At least I can get myself in clear track. And the one thing I'm doing here that's helping me is preserving overtake. Now, there is method to this. It might help me when we have to battle these guys, if we can find a way to stay close, and we have done there. And now I've got plenty of overtake I can throw at maybe having a go at Joe. Oh, we've just about managed to do it, haven't we? That's a nice little move. See it, say it, sorted, right? That's what the people at National Rail say. And actually, that time round, we weren't that far off the leading pace. That was a bit of a cheeky little consider there. I considered that one on Magnussen, but then I thought better against it. And again, it's just the earliness of their braking here. And I wonder if part of that is down to how heavy they are running with fuel, and they're just over compensating with it. I just feel like right now we are faster. And again, I'm not taking any risks. I'm using the complex as well to just be a bit conservative with the overtake. There will be opportunities to use it. And obviously I'm backing out whenever I feel like I'm getting too close to a wall. There's no point in wrecking the car. Lap 4 of 50 complete. There's still a long way to go in this race. I'm just not sure I'm making the kind of progress I want to be making right now. I'm going to save the attack for turn 1 because I think there is a better chance of seeing someone off there. But the problem is how early they brake. I don't want to hit someone. Although what's Magnussen doing? He's going defensive. Right, so I'm going to try and outbrake him and just squeeze round here. And that was actually done quite nicely. Up another place, P17. It doesn't feel like much when I say it like that, but it's 5 places from where we started and 4 places from where we were on the first lap. So we've We've made 4 overtakes, kissing that wall slightly there. That's not going to do us any favours, but it hasn't really hurt us. So, as long as it's not really hurting us, I'm not really fussed. Again, preserving battery where I can, it does help. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to try and make the corner there. That was bad. I know it was bad. Take it up with the FIA if you got a problem. Don't bother me with it. Right, now we are going to have to defend because Magnussen is coming at us, so... I didn't want to use this overtake, I wanted to preserve it more for the straight, but... with Magnussen coming after us, that was really our only play. And this is quite a long batch of cards as well. We haven't cleared most of them by, say... I don't know, I think Albon might be taking all hit. No. It was worth a look, but that was only going to end up in a front wing gone. It's frustrating to wait behind, but patience rewards you in Formula One. And yeah, you got to remember there's still a full Grand Prix ahead. Wreck the car now and it's game over. So there's no point making it game over on lap 5, on lap 6 should I say, when we're already moving forwards. And I really don't want to wreck the car.
We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
And that's what we want to hear, we've got plenty of spare energy. So this is where I'm going to use it until we get to about 55. It does just allow me to catch up to these guys a bit more, and hopefully if we get a good line through here, which was okay, we shouldn't be bothered by those behind, and we can just save a little bit of overtake for the pit straight. I don't really want to send one on Albon down here. I'll tell you what though, there's definitely moves down the straight available for us. Yep, Albon's already covering. I have to brake early, and if he comes back across, it's game over, because we have to go around the outside so we don't hit Gasly. Albon fighting me just a bit more than the others there, but eventually has to succumb, and we've gained another place. So up into P16. Next up is Gasly, who again I was trying really hard not to hit, and in the end we didn't hit Gasly, so I don't know. 50 points to Gryffindor, although I would technically say Ravenclaw because that was the house I was sorted into on Pottermore. A little bit of information there. Pointless information, granted, but still information. Do with it however you choose. Don't have quite as much overtake this lap as I did last time round. That's okay. Can make this work. Let's say get down to about 54. So I want to stay in the range, which we have just about done, but we haven't really done well. Also, Albon's right up my chuff. We've got 5 people watching at the moment, which is pretty cool. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm not going to have a go at Gasly here because, oh, actually we are. We're going to have a send down the inside. It's a bit of a late one. Is it going to work though? Yes, it is. That was a late send, but it worked. I really thought, as I went for the inside, he was going to turn in. But because I'd broken late, I had to commit to it. And luckily, there was no punishment in committing to it. I didn't lose the front wing. And instead, I'm rewarded by being ahead of Gasly and up into 15th place. Getting ever closer now to those points-paying positions. And also, we're nearly a fifth of the way through the race. Oh, I'm trying to do this so gingerly. Let's take that to about 65. It's crazy how many things you have to think about when you're driving a race on the F1 game. In fact, Sargent might be a relatively easy take here. I can't see Sargent really giving me that much difficulty, so we're going to go for him. And he's not particularly close to Ocon either, so there's not an awful lot of risk in going into the back of an Alpine here. God, can you imagine if I did it now? But we don't go into the back of Ocon. Instead, we get past Logan Sargent nicely and up another place. 14th now, just 4 away from the points. And still a few away from the very front of this battle. I'm very interested to see actually who's responsible for leading this battle, who's heading this battle. I actually think it might be Verstappen. No, it's not going to be Verstappen. That might be Daniel Ricciardo. If I'm thinking about who's who and who's where, I think it might be Daniel Ricciardo there. We'll soon find out. That was closer to the wall than I would have liked. And that time we've actually clapped at the wall. No damage done, luckily. But that's how easy it is to make a little mistake. And if we hadn't backed out as much as we had, that could have been a race ender. So that is how easy it is to just end your race. Luckily we got away with that one. I think that's just a reminder there, just to calm down a little bit. Tsunoda and Stroll are fighting. I'm not really thinking that's an opportunity to do anything, but we might have a go at Ocon here. Is Ocon going to defend? Yes, he is. But the only problem is I don't want to hit Hamilton. In fact, Ocon, although Ocon pretty much just said after you there, didn't he? Although he's coming back at me now. This is where I hit Bottas, so I don't want to go wrong again. Ocon, well, I got past Ocon, but I'm not sure that was an entirely fair move. But we're ahead of him. That's all that matters, and I'm off the circuit. Not for the first time, but... And I've indeed now got a warning for exceeding track limits, so... I'll get 2 more of those, and if I do it after that, it's a 3-second time penalty. Now, I'm going to save up the battery a bit more here than I did previously, because I actually forgot to start doing it, because I was actually busy racing Ocon. So now I'm going to do it, but now I need to use the battery. So let's go to about... I didn't want to use as much of it as I did, but unfortunately I've had to. Needs must, because Ocon is going to have a go. And now we've got Stroll and Tsunoda fighting. Ricciardo's actually disappeared. So I think the car holding this lot up has got to be Sir Lancelot here, who is currently racing Tsunoda. I'd say we might be able to take Hamilton here, but this is going to be a risky one, because Hamilton is now having a go at Stroll, and Stroll has just been passed. Oh, can we have a go at... No, Stroll's covered that very nicely there. Nice covering by Stroll. Where he's going... Okay, we've got a chance. We've got a chance. We've got a chance. On Lance Stroll. Oh! That was a beautiful overtake on Stroll. Right round the outside. It was brave. It was daring. I might have a bit of brown in my pants, but you know what? That was a nice little overtake. It was a cheeky overtake. It was chef's kiss. Right. Now we've got Tsunoda and Hamilton to be dealing with. And luckily this time round, I have preserved my battery power better. What lap are we on? It's lap 11, so we are a fifth of the way through this race now. And I'm going to just use quite a bit of power because I did get my line a bit wrong there. And you do lose time. It's actually insane how much time you can lose through getting your line wrong round here. Hamilton is now attacking Tsunoda. And I just want to use a bit of overtake because I want to prepare myself an attack on Tsunoda because we get clear of him, get clear of Hamilton, and we've actually got a bit of clear air. So I want to go after Yuki here, but Yuki might come back after Lewis. Oh, I don't know what we do. What do we do? What do we do? I'm staying back here. I'm not chancing anything. If I see an opportunity, I'll take one. Ooh, Tsunoda's got his line wrong. This might be a chance. But there's such a risk! But we don't even hit Lewis! Oh no, but we hit the wall!
Are you okay? That was a nice...
And that's it! We're out!
And wait for the marshals.
Fuck! Oh, fuck! No, that's game over. That is game over. We are out of the race. But normally I say first 10 laps I can use a flashback, but we're 12 laps in. No, I think that's it. That's it. We're done. We're done for the night. Oh!
It's another victory and a champion's performance from Max Verstappen.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
One teeny tiny moment of lapse of concentration. That's all it took, and that wiped me out of the race. I'm gutted. I'm genuinely gutted, because we were actually doing quite well there, and I feel like if we just got into clear air, we could have really done something in this race, but we're out of it. So the results then, Max Verstappen winning, and that championship gap increasing by 26 points. I really think we're out of the title hunt here. I think we're 4 races in and we're so far behind. In terms of catching Max for the title, I think it's over. So now I just want to see how high we can get. If we can maybe grab second in the standings. Norris gets second, Russell third, Leclerc and Sainz are 4th and 5th, Piastri 6th, Hamilton 7th, Ocon 8th, Perez and Gasly rounding out the 10. We crashed out. So let's see what that does for our championship. We're now 5th, 47 points away from Verstappen. I'm genuinely gutted. That was such a silly mistake, but it's so easy to make. I was paying so much attention to not hit Lewis and watching Tsunoda that I just tapped the wall and it just shredded the wheel straight off the car. Frustration. And in the Constructors' Championship, we're 78 points off, with Kobayashi not really contributing points there. Oh, such a disappointing return to the Equal Car Championship. But I'm hoping next time out we'll do better. That stream will be on Wednesday at about 4 o'clock. So if you're around Wednesday at 4 p.m, that's when we'll be doing the next one. Oh, God!
Challenges of them all. It's Singapore. Welcome.
The random decider hates me, right? Because the next race is Singapore. The random thing hates me. It has to. It just has to. Alright, well, next time out, we will be at Singapore. Join me for that on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Until then, until the next video, I've been Joe. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all very soon.